Hello friends, my name is Shamli and I am welcoming you to in my new video. In this video, we will discuss about the types of forces. Before discussing about the types of forces, we must know what is meant by force, right? So, in this series, we will cover the topics that are like this. First one, we will see the definition of the force, then the example of the force, then what is the unit of the forces. After that, effects of forces we are going to develop. Okay, effects of forces. What are the effects of forces? How force is responsible for changing the position of an object. Like this we will discuss all these things in the effect of forces, right? Then there are the types of forces, which is one is balanced force, another one is unbalanced force. Again, different types of forces are contact force and non-contact force. All the things we will discuss in this series only, but here in today's topic we will discuss only about the 4 points, that is first one is definition, example, units of forces and the effect of forces. Remaining types of forces I will explain you in the next video. So be tuned. Let us start with the definition of the force. Can you tell me what is meant by force? See, by seeing the figure, you can understand that the girl is pushing the object, right? The girl is pushing the object. The person, this boy is pulling the object. So, the force is nothing but what? Simply push or pull of an object. But for what? For what is the reason that girl is pushing the object, and what is the reason that boy is pulling the object? To change the state of an object, right? So, to change the state of an object, force is required. So, force is nothing but what? Simply push or pull of an object. As force is responsible to change the position of an object, we can say force depends upon the magnitude of the force, right? Magnitude. Force is having magnitude. Also, force is having direction. As this girl is pushing the box, so the direction of the force is in this direction. As the boy, same box boy pulling, so his direction is also in this direction, right? But what happened if they will do opposite work? Just like this boy is pushing and the girl is pulling the object, what will happen? The object will perform motion in this direction. In the first case, object was performing motion in the boy side direction, right? But in the second case, the object will perform the motion in the girl's side. And I hope you understood. Let us move towards the examples of the push and pull, right? Here you can see the books trolley bag, the two girls are pushing. So it will be easy to move from one place to another place. But as they are pushing, it means what they are doing? They are applying something force on the object, right? Here the one girl is there, she is pulling the bag. So again, what she is doing, pulling the bag, means she is applying one type of force on that bag, right? Here two children, they are doing naughtiness and they are ringing the school bell, right? Here ringing the school bell also nothing but what? Pulling the object only. So they are also applying something force on that object, right? Okay, then one boy is pushing the another boy so that another person can get the swing, right? He can enjoy the swing there. So this is also the example of what? Force only. So if we want to explain the definition of the force, we can say that simply push or pull of an object is nothing but what? Force. With the help of this push and pull, what happened? Force has been applied to the object and there is the change in the state of an object. Here object is in the state of rest before, right? But in the second case, while this girl started pushing that trolley, what happened? It comes into the motion. So the state of the motion will get changed. State of the object will get changed. So therefore force is required. Let us see the next one now. What is the units of the forces? As I told you, force is having both magnitude as well as direction. So it is vector quantity, magnitude and direction, right? So it is having vector quantity. See here, when we are saying it is the vector quantity, magnitude means what? It will give us number, how much force has been applied. Direction means what? In which direction we have applied the force, right? So SI unit of force is Newton. As we know, F is equals to mass of the object into acceleration. How much object has displaced from its position. with how much rate, means with how much acceleration. So F is equals to m into A is the definition of the force, and mass measured in terms of kg, acceleration measured in terms of meter per second square. Right. So kg meter per second square is also the SI unit of force, and this kg meter per second square only we are calling it nothing but what? Newton, which is denoted by capital N also. Right. CGS unit of force is dyne. CGS unit of force is dyne. There is the relation between this Newton and dyne, that is 1 Newton is equals to 10 to the power of 5 dyne. 10 to the power of 5 dyne, and 1 dyne is equals to 10 to the power of minus 5 Newton. 10 to the power of minus 5 Newton. Okay. So whenever we are talking about the gravitational units, we must remember that 1 kg of weight. 1 kg of weight means how much? How much acceleration due to gravity acting on the object, m into g. So g is nothing but what? How much? 9.8 meter per second square. And here mass already we have considered how much? 1 kg. So 1 kg into 9.8 meter per second square, that is nothing but what? 9.8 Newton. Right. Same just like that only in the CGS form, 1 gram force. 1 gram force means what? 1 gram of weight. In this also 1 gram means 1000 kg. Okay. So 1 gram 1000 kg. So 1 gram into in CGS dyne, no. So dyne means what? 980 dyne. So total will be equal to 980 dyne. Sorry, 980 here centimeter per second square beta. So here centimeter per second square means gram centimeter per second square will gives us nothing but what? Dyne. I hope you understood units of forces. In gravitational units also, why we have considered means, while I will explain you the gravitational force, that time again I will explain you about these two things which is important in gravitational force also. Okay, let us move towards the next topic, effects of the forces. See, what are the effects of the forces? For example, as I told already to you that simply force is nothing but what? Push or pull of an object. Right. So force can cause the motion of the object if it is in the state of rest. See, if it is in the state of rest, it will convert it to motion. If object is in the state of motion, it will get converted to rest. So vice versa. To change the state of an object, force is required. Second one, if object already is in the state of motion, to stop the object also what we want? To stop the object also, 1 minute, to stop the object also we want force. Right. If you I will give you one more nice example. While playing the cricket, what happened? So that batsman has hitted the ball. When that fielder is taking catch, that time already ball is in the state of motion. He has taken the catch means he has applied his force on that ball, and object slows down, or we can say object stop its motion. That ball stops its motion. Right. So this is also happened because of the effects of the force only. First, change in the state of the motion. Second one, to stop the object or to slows down the object. Also, if object is moving with slower speed, we can make it more faster. For example, first initially we are going on the bicycle, right? We are going on the bicycle with slow speed. If we will apply more force on the pedal, what will happen? Force will get increased. Force will get increased means our speed will also get increased. In this way, object move with the faster motion, faster speed. Right? As object is moving with a faster speed, it is also the effect of what? Force. Yes, that only we want to explain. So force can make moving object move faster. Already object is in the motion. By applying the force, again we can increase its speed. So force can also change the direction of the moving object. First, initially we are going in something direction and we are taking the turn. To apply the turn also, what we can do? We can apply the force. As we apply the force, we can change the direction of the object. Right? So for changing the direction also, force is required. Next, the fifth one is force can change the shape of an object. We can take one normal paper ball, right? One normal paper we can take, we will apply force, we will crush that paper, it will convert it to paper ball, right? So what we have done, we have changed the shape from plain paper to crushed paper in the form of ball, right? So force is responsible for these many things. Effects of forces are really very important. If you want to understand, once let us revise once again. Though force can cause the motion in the to change the state of the object, means from rest to motion or motion to rest, right? Second one, the force can stop moving object or it can slows down them, means for stopping the object also we required that only, that is motion to rest also we required force only, and to slows down its speed also we required force only. To make it faster also we required force only. So this is also one of the effect of force. Force can change the direction of a moving object, right? And also in the last, the force can change the shape of the object, right? Now our next topic will be types of forces, which I will explain you in the next slide. I hope you understood. Thank you very much. If you like, please like, share and subscribe.